Hello, I got 3 more 4-inch by 8-foot long poles. Before I only had 2 poles, that one and that one. They weren't buried deep enough in the ground, and plus I didn't build the ends correctly, so when I tensioned the wires, the poles leaned inward. For the ends, I'm going to put a pole there and a pole there, and I'm going to do the same down on that end. They're about 42 inches to 3 feet apart. I'm going to bury them 42 inches into the ground. Alright, let's go inside and I'll show you the rest of the stuff I got. You'll get a better idea of how this goes together. Alright, so let's talk about some of this electric fence stuff. I got some electric fence signs. I got a double face hammer. I got fence pliers, and I got a fork tool. You also got your basic electric fence transformer. You put your ground wire here, and this part would connect to your fence. Over here you got your basic galvanized steel wire. I have some 5-inch and 10-inch brace pins, as well as some insulators and wire strainers. These are pretty much corner or dead-end insulators. This one's pretty much made to go on some rebar. You stick the rebar in this part here and screw this end down and make it really tight up against it. And you just set the wire in there like that. There you can see how it holds it. This is just a standard post insulator that screws into the post. It's pretty much got an eye. There you can see how that one is. Here you have another post insulator. This one's got the same kind of eye, except it's cut like that. So you can just set the wire in it and it won't fall out. And this is a nail-on post insulator. You pretty much have to tie the wire to it. These are your wire strainers. These are what you use to tighten the wire. They got a hole on that side and a hole right there. You just stick the wire in it. And with this fork tool, you crank them down tight. You just take your fork tool and stick it right on there like that and crank them down. Yeah, these are your fencing pliers. They're meant for putting in and pulling out staples. They also got a crimper, and they also got a wire cutter right there. This is a 2-mile range electric fence controller. And I tell you, 2 miles of wire is very easy to do, especially if your fence has 6 wires on it. I tell you, you're going to need a hell of a lot more than 100 feet of wire. This image here pretty much shows what I'm going to build outside in that space. Normally you would do a corner like this, but you can also do a dead end like this, where if you're going to put a gate in right here. So let's take a look at this design of the end bracing. You got your 2 fence posts in the ground, 42 inches. You take another fence post, and you cut it to fit between this gap, between the 2 posts. You drill a 3/8 hole through the top of this fence post, the whole way through, and then you come over here and you drill a 3/8 hole about 3/4 of an inch into this post. Then you pound your brace pin 3/4 of the way into this post, and then you slide this piece of fence post onto your 5-inch brace pin. Before you stick this piece of the fence post on here, you should drill a 3/8 hole into the end. And then you slide this piece of the fence post into position, and then you pound your 10-inch brace pin in, so there's about a 1/2 inch sticking out of this end. You put a staple into this end about 3 or 4 inches off the ground. You take some heavy gauge fence wire, and you do a double figure 8 and put a wire strainer in the middle of the wire. The double figure 8 you put here pretty much strengthens it. You always want this going towards the heaviest part of the load, which is, you would have your fence pulling that way. Now, if all the weight of your fence was on this side, this wouldn't be going this way. It would be going this way to the top. And you'd put your 10-inch brace pin over here. Like I said, I'll show you all this stuff as I build it. To make this, you have your 2 end braces on this side and this side. You put your post insulators here and here. And you put your dead end insulators right here. Over here I did it a little bit differently, because you can actually buy plastic tubing that'll insulate the wires from the fence posts, and you just wrap it around the pole. Now if you had a single post in the middle to support the fence, that's also where you would put your post insulators. I think I'm going to stick all kinds of electric fence signs on this, just to put them on display. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for the finished project. I'm probably going to do a tutorial as well. I don't know why I built that one that had that pole there, and the pole was right there, and when I tensioned the wires, they leaned in. That was a stupid idea. I don't know why I even attempted to do it that way. My 25-foot pole is starting to lean a little bit, and my construction drop over there is starting to lean in. There you can see the lean to it from the tension of the wire up there. Yeah, I got your electric, and I got your phone and cable over here.